The House of Representatives authorized 3 committees to conduct a joint probe into flood control projects. And to talk more about this, we have Bicol Saro Party List Representative Terry Ridon. Good morning and thank you for joining us again, Congressman.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Alright, so ito na yung issue pa rin, ano? Some lawmakers have raised concerns nga po about the potential conflict of interest. I think Congressman Laila De Lima also said that yesterday, no? On your probe po on investigating its own member. So how do you address these concerns, Kong?
Well, first of all, Congress and the Senate have full oversight powers on any and every government agency, including DPWH, particularly government corruption. No? So I think that needs to be stated first. So meron po tayong poder para mag-imbestiga. Pangalawa, hindi lang naman ho mga kinatawan ng iniimbestigahan, kundi yung 5,000 flood control projects na talaga pong in-identify po ng Pangulo at kung alin dito yung mga ghost, substandard, incomplete, delayed na projects po na ito. No? Pangatlo, pwede ho talaga na mapangalanan ang mga kongresista o senador in the course of the inquiry.
The investigation.
And I think we had already laid out the steps forward kung paano po ang gagawin ng komite to make sure that we are not conflicted at wala ho tayong, hindi ho tayo pwede makusahan ng cover-up. They will be, any named legislator, congressman, or senator will be given the right to reply. But as soon as they do, we will recuse from further investigating and endorse it to the DepDev, which is the executive-led probe undertaken by the Office of the President, or if the President will create an independent third party to probe the flood control projects, we will endorse it also to them.
Kung given na medyo malawak ang, of course, listahan ng mga projects ng Pangulo, what specific sa listahan ng Pangulo will you focus on? Kasi if you're going to focus on most of them, medyo malaki-laki yan and it will take a lot of your time. And given that it's in aid of legislation and kailangan na natin ng mga bagong measures at batas para to safeguard yung paggawa ng projects, di ba, kailangan mas mabilis.
Well, meron na tayong mga low-lying fruit no, na nakita na ho natin from the President's investigation. So, syempre, unahin natin yung mga naikutan na ho ng Pangulo na may actual inspection na siya. Pangalawa, we will focus on yung undercapitalized firms na nakakuha po ng malalaking mga proyekto. Kasi I think kahit saan ho tayo magkita, this is similar to the Pharmally controversy kung saan binigyan ng pondo na bilyon-bilyon ang isa po nga maliit na kumpanya na undercapitalized. Actually, worse po ito than Pharmally kasi sa Pharmally, there was an emergency procurement excuse to get the medicines and the medical equipment. Pero in infrastructure projects, you cannot have an emergency procurement excuse.
Correct.
As to why you're able to get it. So yun po yung second focus. Third, syempre, ito na pong mga ghost projects, no? Na talaga naman po very clear po yung paper trail. Meron po yung kontrata. Someone actually inspected it. Someone from COA actually looked at it and said that it was an okay project, no? Someone actually got the check for something that does not exist, no? So, each and every person named in all of the documents na nagsabi ho na okay yan.
Completed.
Even including yung po mga bidding committee po dito, talagang pwede ho talaga silang makasuhan in the soonest time. Pagka ho talaga napatunayan na ghost projects po ito.
Kung meron pong report, no, si Senator Ping Lacson in his privilege speech regarding this ghost flood control projects, meron po siyang mga nilahad na mga parang corruption scheme, no, na nasa likod umano po nito mga flood control projects. I was wondering if the House will use this report of Senator Ping Lacson as reference in your investigation?
Well, we can look at it, pero syempre, we don't want to break interparliamentary courtesy as well. I'm quite certain in the course of the Blue Ribbon Committee investigation of the Senate, Senator Lacson will use it. No? So, we will allow him to be able to prosecute it to the fullest extent. Siya naman ho yung nag-undertake ng investigation po na ito, and we will let him do what he needs to do as a Senator of the Republic. Pero from our perspective, hindi naman ho kami affected kung ano man ho yung mga iba pang ginagawa na iba pang mga opisina. No? So, I think we will stick to our methodology as to looking at each and every project. Pero kung pwede ho nga papag-usapan yan, or for example, if Congressman Arnan Panaligan would like to be able to say his piece on the matter, I think we will allow him to say his piece. But immediately, because he is identified in this particular project, we will recuse immediately and refer it to the DepDev for further disposition.
So in other words, Congressman, as you go along with this hearings at you unearth a link, I'm just using the word link, to a congressman, immediately ang course of action is you will drop investigating that specific project and give it to another agency or another investigating panel?
Well, we will give the congressman or senator the right to reply first. No?
Okay.
So, in a platform. Pero immediately, we will endorse it to the DepDev, the executive-led group, para wala akong masabi mga kababayan that we might be defending a particular congressman or that we might cover up the probe. Kasi ang totoo, this is beyond naman po involved congressmen eh. Kasi very important to make the point na hindi lang po mga legislators involved dito, high government officials po yung involved dito, district engineers, and for ghost projects, even co-auditors po na green light na okay po yung mga proyekto po ito. So, ibig sabihin, I think Congress and the Senate have every right to actually look into each and every project that had been identified by the President, irrespective of whether legislators, congressmen, or senators might actually be named.
Are you looking, Congressman, at looking into yung at least gawin uniform ang paggawa ng projects at yung pag-inspect ng projects on the local level? For example, kasi I understand sa Bulacan, several cities pwedeng magawa ang national projects sa isang locality na walang permit, no? Kasi walang ordinance. Whereas in Manila City naman, pinapatanggal nga ni Manila Mayor Isko Moreno ang certain projects na kahit gawa ng national government kung walang permit na kinuha. So parang nangyayari kanya-kanyang oversight, no? So ang sabi ng marami, kailangan at least we have a uniformed way, a process or a playbook of how the national government implements certain projects.
Pwede ho nating pag-aralan yan, ano? Yan pong mga pagkakaroon po ng dagdag na checks. Pero ayaw din ho natin kasi magkaroon po ng dagdag pang bureaucracia. Dito po sa ilang mga pagpapatupad po ng mga proyektong pang-infrastruktura. Kasi totoo nga, may mga nagbabagong presyo at may aktual na pinsala pagka hindi ko nagkaroon ng proyekto sa pinakamaagang panahon. Pero yung gusto kong banggitin yung pwedeng reforma dito, yung po kadalasan kasi DPWH din po yung nag-inspect kung okay ba o hindi yung mga proyekto. Basically, from the design to the actual implementation of the project. No? So, I think very important siguro yung private sector participation dito. Baka po yung inspection. For example, pagka bago ho, isara yung dike, dapat na malaman kung ano ba itsura. Kasi tatakpan ho ng konkreto yun, hindi ba? So, dapat bago ho isara po yung dike, makita natin meron ba talagang bakal, kamusta yung bakal na linagay dyan, tama ba yung spacing ng mga bakal na linagay. Dapat siguro hindi kung ang pagtingin ho natin conflicted or compromised po yung mga government officials ho natin. Baka kailangan ho talaga, we have to institute a mechanism na baka parang private sector yung po nag-inspect nito pong mga proyekto na ito from the beginning up until the end. No? Ibig sabihin, hindi pwedeng, we cannot surrender it to government officials alone.
All right, the people are angry right now, disgusted with all the reports nga behind this flood control projects. Particularly, galit po sila sa mga, not just the contractors, but also the government employees or key government employees. Ano po ba, do you think, mababalik po ang tiwala ng tao or magkakaroon po ng tiwala muli ang public natin pagdating po dito sa ginagawa po ninyong investigation? Do you think people will trust this investigation to be fair?
Well, unang sa lahat, I think the most important test is whether or not ang itsura ho ng komite ay magiging komite de absuelto o magiging patas ho sa lahat. At syempre, at pangalawa, mahalaga ho talaga na may aktual na mapanagot kung sino man ho ito at every level of government. So, ibig sabihin, meron naman ho karanasan yung taong bayan na nagpanagot ho tayo sa mga pinakamalalaking corruption scandals in the past. Agricultural fund scam, PDAF scam, Pharmally, controversy. Ito po yung pang-apat, no? So, at in those three instances, so may aktual na mga kinulong, may senador na kinulong, may kongresistang kinasuhan, meron po malalaking mga kontratista ho na, alam mo ngayon, nakapila sa Sandigan Bayan, head ng PSTBM for the Pharmally controversy. So, hopefully, meron ho dapat mapanagot din po dito, particularly po yung undercapitalized firms at yung po mga ghost projects ng mga taong gobyerno at kontratista.
So, yun nga, nangyayari, nakukulong Pero pagkatas ng mga ibang administrasyon
Pero
na
wait.
pumalit,
Wait, quick.
nakakalaya din.
Quick lang, paano kung may non-earth daw kayong senador na kasama sa mga projects nito? Kayo po ba hahawak ng investigasyon? Ibabato nyo sa Senado?
Well, in the course po of the inquiry, and I'm speaking just for myself, I have to consult it also with other committee chairs. Siyempre, we will give them the right to reply as well. No? So we have to give them the courtesy po to say his piece also in the committee kasi doon din siya napangalan. Pero siyempre, we will understand kung ayaw niya magpakita sa Kongreso in the spirit of interparliamentary courtesy.
That's right.
We will give it to them.
Well, at the end of the day, we still hope and fight that this generational greed will end. Maraming salamat po sa inyong oras sa Bicol Saro Party List Representative Terry Ridon.